There you go. Something new. I'm stepping out this evening. I and our lady crew. It's how we do. I wanna turn up this evening. I don't know, it's something about my mood. Hopped into the shower till I'm soaked in soap. Rinse it off, dry my body, now the lotion's on. Doused in oil, I'm smelling good. Slip my hot pants over panties, cause my beats are on. Pretty brown with my shimmy and I'm accessorized to the bone. Cooling on my suit, one stop till we cruise. I need a new pair of shoes. And them shits got to be blue. I need a new pair of shoes. And them shits got to be blue. We pull up and drive, put the car in park, and to my surprise, there he stood, all fine and all kinda tall. I need a new pair of shoes, Daddy.
Hello, 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 all of my lovely kings and queens. I am smiling from ear to ear tonight because I have the most special guest in the building tonight who actually did all of our topics for today. So I'm excited. So let me introduce the princess, the one and only, hashtag, no, let me say a name first, then hashtag it. So Isis, a.k.a. hashtag, is in the building. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. So tell us, since this was your baby tonight, because she comes to me like, Mom, what's your topic tonight? And I'm like, I don't really know. I said, you know what? Why don't you just come up with the idea and we'll run with it from there. So tell us, what is the topic you came up with tonight?
All right, well, the topic that I came up tonight is the top 5 issues with women today. Yes.
Top 5 issues with women today. And it may not be your top 5. It may not be the next person's top 5. But to us, it's our top 5. So, let's see. Shade Summer. I think this is Shade Summer tonight. Yes. This is about business. It's about, you know what? I say Shade Summer and Ballerina put together because this is all about the love.
Yes.
For my women as well. Yes. So, what's the first one? What's the first thing we're going to talk about?
The first one is self-confidence versus self-love.
Yes. Self-confidence versus self-love. What about it?
I just feel like today, a lot of people, especially my age and my generation, we just don't love ourselves inside and outside. We just don't have the confidence to be, who we truly want to be in life.
And why do you think that is, though? Why, especially for your particular generation?
Because I just think that we have so much potential, but I guess we feel like if nobody else loves us, then, we just fall by the wayside, then we don't really love ourselves. If nobody else loves us, if we're not getting that love from the outside or from the people that are important to us, then we're just like, well, I guess I'm just nothing, basically.
Well, it's funny because I think that actually, transcends over into all ages at this particular time in life, I could say. Self-confidence is a big deal. And it is lacking in a lot of us women. And it's funny because I can talk about myself in this instance. People would say, like, oh, my God, you're the most confident woman I've ever met. Like, what do you mean? Like, you had issues, especially, like, with self-love. And they're like, how? We would never know that you suffer from that. I'm like, yeah, because, I didn't really let anyone in. No one knew what was going on in my life. So you would always think just because of the outside, I'm just like, hey, everything's copacetic. But at the end of the day, it was things that I was allowing to happen in my life or allowing other people to do to me that could have been for no other reason than a lack of self-love. So I think they both go hand in hand. You have to have confidence, but that self-love is number one. So you see the picture over there, I love me. Yes. But now I completely love me.
Yes.
And I'm confident as well. So yeah, it's all hand in hand.
And I mean, confidence, it doesn't come overnight. It takes people a little bit of time to gain confidence. Like myself, it took me almost 5 years. And people are like, how? Your mom's like the most confident person I know. But it's like, okay, I mean, she's confident. You know, she had her struggles. She had to work her way up. So now it was time for me to work my way up and build my confidence and my self-love. Because, I mean, if you don't love yourself, how do you expect anybody else to love you?
Absolutely. I'm like, can I get an almond raw?
I'm raw.
But listen, tell us a little bit about how you climb that ladder of self-love and self-confidence. Because a lot of teens your age need to know how exactly do you accomplish that.
Well, for me, I basically, when I got up every day, I looked in the mirror. I had to just face myself because I was running away from myself in all the problems that I was going through. And I had to look myself in the mirror and I was like, Isis, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are smart, you will accomplish everything that you want to in the future. You just have to put the time and the work in, and you have so much potential, but you just have to be able to use it. And I know that it's not going to be easy, but I
Right.
mean, nothing is easy in this life, to be honest with you. So, I mean, but I just had to keep reminding myself that I am great and I am here for a purpose and a reason. And there are people out there that are waiting on me to be great so that they can be great. So that's what motivated me to get my self-confidence going.
I'm like, can a mother smile? You know, can a mama smile from ear to ear? Absolutely. But it's important, coming from a mother's, perspective, that, you have to recognize these things. And when she finally approached me, it was like, Mom, I know you're this confident person, but it's not me. I'm not you. And basically she's like, get over it. And now help me out. And so, yeah, I told her, like, listen, well, this is what you need to do. These are the tools to help you to get to this level. Because, a lot of times we as parents, we automatically expect our children to be exactly like us. Because we're like, well, how could that be possible? If you came from me, like, you have to have my traits and you have to be like me. And they're like, no, hello, FYI, I'm an individual.
Yes.
I may have a little bit of you and a little bit of dad, but at the end of the day, I am still my own being. So sometimes, you may need help. But after that, I truly believe that, I created a monster since then.
I am not a monster.
Because we talking about diva-licious over here. People say that I'm confident. This one, oh my goodness. I'm like, I always tell her, you can't go outside looking any type of way, Isis. You always have to have yourself put together. You have to be your best version of yourself.
Yes.
Now I can't
I'm
get
always
her to,
Hollywood. Always have to be Hollywood.
right. Now I can't get her to go 2 steps to the garbage can without, she's like, I have to put my eyelashes on. My eyebrows have to be, I'll be like, really? We going to shop right.
No, you can see anybody at ShopRite. ShopRite is like a national store. People be moving over here. I might see somebody cute and I got my bonnet on. Like, that's not cute. You got to keep it cute, keep it classy, and a little bit sassy. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad, though.
Yes,
That's
yes.
for sure. Okay, that's for sure.
But I mean, people automatically assumed that I was this confident person just because you're my mom. So they automatically think that we're the same person, but we are actually very different. And people are so surprised by that. So I knew that when it came to building self-confidence, that she was definitely the person to go to. And I was scared because I felt like I had a lot of pressure because she was just confident person. Like, she just exudes confident when she walks down the street. I mean, come on, that's my mom.
Right.
So that's why it took me a very, very long time to even reach out for help. But I am so glad that I did.
Yes. And I told him, like, why were you so afraid to tell me that you had these feelings? I'm like, because I'm assuming, again, that, birds of a feather, apple don't fall too far from the tree type of deal. So I didn't really think this issue, and I really had to wrap my mind around it. I really did, because I was like, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were really shocked.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked out of my mind. I really was. Like, okay. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, just reiterating, if you don't love yourself, you cannot expect anyone else to love you. As long as you are looking for that love or to be treated a certain way outside of yourself, you will always lose. And you will continue to have yourself in this cycle of either physical abuse or mental abuse constantly. And until you do that, you got to take that time. I'm telling everyone, and I talk about this a lot in the show, because it is very, very important. Self-reflection is the only way. Those times where you are alone, I don't care if it's in the dark. You see it in the movies a lot of times. The women, they clicking the light on, light off. Yes. You got to do all of that. You got to cry, holler, scream.
In your pillow at night with the lights off,
Right.
beating it down, whatever you got to do.
Yes, whatever you have to do, get through it. Figure it out. Figure out why you are in this cycle. Figure out what is so scary about loving you. Why do you need this attachment from someone else? Why do you need this love pouring in from an outside source? And why are you not finding it within? So,
Yes.
all right. What's number 2?
Number 2 is inner beauty versus outer beauty.
Wah, wah, wah. So many of y'all pretty, ugly women walking around here. It's disgusting.
Yes.
Pretty ugly.
Yes.
So what's this topic about? Where did this come from?
Well, I mean, because I just feel like everybody nowadays is only worried about their appearance on the outside because they feel like that's what gets the most attention. I mean, when you see a pretty girl walking down the street, she gets your attention, but when you start to talk to her and her attitude's messed up, you just be like, she ain't worth my time.
Right. Yeah, attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. And if you look at the picture that we have displayed here, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is a perfect depiction of what I'm saying. She's flying outside, hair done, nails done, everything did. And then from here, you split that down the middle. Ooh, hideous, demon. You know, it's just like, what happened? All that pretty just like, just melts away.
And it's sad because all that prettiness just goes to waste if it doesn't come from within.
Right.
It just falls by the wayside. And it's sad how a lot of girls in my generation these days are just so focused on looks. 'Cause, they just worried about these boys out here that they don't work on themselves from the inside out. Because it's way more prettier when it comes from the inside.
Absolutely.
Way more.
Absolutely. Attitude is everything. Beauty, what they say is, skin deep, But attitude or ugliness is to the bone. It really is. It is to the bone. And you're walking around here all done up. But again, when you roll over in the morning and you got to run into the bathroom to put your face on before you can turn over to whomever's supposed to be your significant other, that to me tells me that you have an issue.
Yes.
That tells me that you know that you have an issue with feeling insecure about yourself because you're not good enough in here. Because I don't care how I roll over in the morning. I still look good. Because at the end of the day, my face is still going to be on my face and not on the pillow.
That's what I'm saying. Because girls walk around here with pounds and pounds of makeup on, caked on, but as soon as they take it off, you just be like, that is not the same person that I see.
It's your mask. You're wearing your mask. And people are like, well, what is this? Nothing wrong with makeup. Yes, I have plenty of
Yes,
family
I love
friends.
makeup. I'm
She
wearing
wears
my
makeup.
eyeliner right now, wing on fleek. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. I'm sorry.
Note to self when
Yes.
you got to give yourself a little bit of pat on the
You
back.
do.
You know? Just
I
a
worked
little
hard on my wings, okay? I'm just
can't, I
saying.
can't.
The wings didn't come overnight.
All right. So what does this one say? What is the things that I can't really read it from there?
You create beauty with your attitude, your behaviors, and your actions.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It says nothing about looks,
Not a thing.
nothing
not a thing.
about your contouring, nothing.
Right.
All-
That's just supposed to be an add-on.
right.
An add-on to what's already
An
within.
enhancement.
Yes, exactly. An
Yes, an
enhancement. Yes, love that
enhancement.
word.
Yes.
Mm.
Vocab
Yes, I love a vocab.
thing. Yes.
But yeah, it's just supposed to enhance. And again, but still and all, you're still not supposed to have so much on that when you take it off, you look scary. And I do have to give a
Yes.
shout out to Rihanna and the challenge that she posted. But I do believe Tyra Banks did do it first. Just saying.
She
But
posted a challenge.
yeah, we're no makeup challenge. And I
Oh.
love it because I don't wear makeup. I've never really been a fan of foundation and things of that sort. Don't get me wrong, I wear my eyebrows. I'll put a little mascara on every once in a while.
Didn't
But-
Alicia Keys do one of those?
Did she?
Yes.
Okay.
Alicia Keys did have. I think she looks beautiful without makeup. She looks the best out of everyone.
Because you know what? I don't think she wore makeup for a long period of time, even just
Yes.
in general.
Even in her videos,
Yeah.
her skin is really, really nice. I don't think she likes all that.
Because you don't,
No.
because people don't understand that makeup eats away at your skin. When you are wearing makeup, you are clogging up your pores. Your pores cannot breathe when you have on makeup. So it starts to eventually your pores are like gasping for air. They're like, so they start to
Yes.
suck in the makeup into your face. That's basically what happens, and people start getting these craters and all this going on. Like, what happened to my face? I'm sorry, but most melanated people do not need to put makeup on their face. I mean, just look at me for instance.
Especially foundation.
Right.
Okay,
especially
you can rock a
foundation.
little eyeliner, the lipstick, but that whole foundation, I don't.
Most people do it for
Personally.
color. We got color already. I'm just saying. We have color already. Why you putting extra?
Plenty.
We don't need that. We don't need that. So listen, at the end of the day, you have to fix the inner you. If your
Yes.
attitude sucks, so does your looks. That's really the bottom line. Inner sucks, outer sucks. The end. Next topic.
All right, the next topic is simply relationships.
Well, actually, the next point. Really.
Yeah, the next.
Relationships. I should have put a red flag as one of the pictures. That's what I should have done. Red flag, red
Yes,
flag.
please.
We get a siren. We gotta start getting some like sound effects on this.
Yes, we need like a siren, a bullhorn,
Yeah.
a screen.
All right. What about relationships in particular?
Well, we just, as women, I feel like when it comes to relationships, we just don't have any standards. And us not having standards is just a huge red flag. Like, it's not even a red flag. It's
Standards, morals,
like values.
values. We just. First of all, again, this goes back to 1 and 2.
Yes, they're all
Self-love, inner beauty, knowing your worth. That's really what it boils down to in any relationship. I don't know if you guys watched the interview with Brother Polite on the Breakfast Club. Love that brother. I am always researching. Everyone that knows me, I'm always researching, trying to find some good stuff. Also, Dr. Valentine has a good one called Gender Side Part 2 is a really good one. But Brother Polite actually breaks down relationships in this video. And he talks about love and business. And he talks about how they balance each other. And I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever heard anyone break it down so eloquently and how one needs the other. But speaking about how when a woman enters into a man's life, how she has to, if the relationship is over or ends, she has to walk away with something. And that's the problem with most relationships is that if as a man, if you're not presenting or building something with the woman that you're with, you're doing a disservice to her. And he feels as though a lot of these issues as far as alimony and child support and all these things wouldn't come into play if as a man, when you are with that woman, you help her to build her own little something so that she doesn't feel as though she's lost or she has nothing once she leaves, because that's usually the case. When the woman walks in, I'm not talking about in marriage, because, I mean, it's usually the man who has to usually pay out, even though in this day and age, there's been a couple of women that had to pay something. But it's about building this relationship, not only on love, but in business. But again, it's just really partially about knowing your worth. And stop falling for less than what you deserve. That's really the number one thing, because that's the thing I had to realize. It's like, what am I doing? How can I truly love myself if I'm allowing this type of behavior to continue on?
Yes. Men will only do what you allow them to do. And I think for my generation, please, please, please do not let social media define your relationship, because just because your man isn't posting you at his Women Crush Wednesday and all that doesn't mean he either doesn't love you. I mean, you see so many people on Facebook with these, fake good relationships.
Yes.
And in real life, he don't even like her. She don't even like him. They separated or whatever.
It's the truth, though. They on there like, I don't care what nobody say, that we love each other, nobody care. And then soon as you get off Facebook, be like, yeah, I can't stand him, I can't stand her. Yeah, I'm like, why y'all? Why? Just why? That's all. Why? Why you doing it?
Yes.
I don't even understand it. Social media, it should never define your relationship. Who cares, like she said, whether you Women Crush Wednesday or Man Crush Mondays? I don't even know what it is because I don't follow none of that kind of nonsense.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
And
like,
if
he crushing
does,
on me every day as far as I'm concerned.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as he's with me, however he's treating me, he crushing on me every day. At least that's how it's supposed to be. And I don't think
Yes.
nobody should be spending that much time anyway on social media with your relationship statuses and all of
Yes,
that. That's
please.
a whole different
I feel
thing
like
for me.
as soon as you start putting your relationship out on social media, you in a relationship with you, your partner, and about 3,000 other people that are following you.
Boom.
Because they start to get into your relationship, and if you don't post, say you post her every Wednesday, and the one Wednesday you don't post, they be like, "Wow, y'all breaking up? He cheating? What's up?"
That is true.
You know,
though.
people like to start drama at the drop of a dime.
Or they would post something on you, be like, I ain't seen you post nothing with homegirl. What's going on? And that's going to spark something with her because she going to read it like, oh, well, why they thinking that we ain't, maybe you, stop it already. Stop it.
Yes.
What else?
Um,
Blood pressure up.
What is your deal breaker?
What is your deal breaker? Do most women have deal breakers? I mean, really. It's always like, if he cheat. You know how many
that's
people
like
I
the
know?
number one thing, but I mean, so many people they say that,
And
then
then you stand. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you still there.
Let me tell you something. That's the one thing that I can say that when I finally got my proof and homegirl gave me that phone call and said, guess what your man been doing? I packed up his mess and a few other things. Boom, boom, boom. And threw him up out of here. I was not playing that game. I meant that. When I found that out, deal breaker.
Yes.
Deal breaker for me. I don't do that. What was that song? Somebody else got a song like If He Cheat. Isn't that what's the girl we were just listening to her a few minutes ago?
Ooh, Jennifer Hudson?
No. It's
Keisha
like
Cole?
Keisha Cole. I think it's If He Cheated or something like that. But I'm like, I don't play that game. You bringing home another baby or somebody's pregnant.
Oh, yes.
STD.
Yes, definitely.
Deal breakers. Those are like major ones. That's like, okay, all hell about to break loose.
I mean, for me, in my generation, just don't be the side chick. That's all I'm saying. Just don't be one of multiple. I feel like that's just what deal breaks me. Or if he be like, I don't want anything serious. Nah, I can't do that.
That's your deal breaker?
Yeah,
Like,
no. Or even if he just approaches me the wrong way, or doesn't call me, or doesn't ask me for my name, or be like, ask me about my day. If he just be like, yo, Ma, what's up? Like when I was at ShopRite the other day, this guy that
Tales of ShopRite.
Yes, it's always ShopRite. This boy that I graduated with, he came up to me and he was like, yo, what's up, Ma? I didn't know you was getting this thick. And I was like, who's Ma?
I ain't see your mama up in here. I do not see your mama in the store.
And then he has the nerve to be like, hit me up on Snapchat. Like, what type of...
And let me tell you, can I just say something? Service announcement. Yeah, right, with the whole approach, texting. That's sup, S-U-P. What the hell is a sup? I mean, have we really gotten to that point where you can't even say what's up? Even that to me is bad. But sup? Is that like a combination? What's the S? Is that is? Because like what
is up?
Is what is up? So you just saying is up? Like, I don't know. I help me.
I don't know what it is. I just feel like guys, they just don't know how to approach women, or especially
Some of them.
Some of them
That's not
don't.
saying all of them.
Not all of them, but just
Come across some good ones.
some of them just don't know how to approach a woman correctly. I mean, because, they be all cocky. They be like, yo, mom, what's up? And then when you give them the hand, they be like, oh, okay, I guess that's not.
Right. I always tell people, listen, approach me like you would want someone to approach your mother. That's how you approach me. And most people be like, oh, well, if that's not, no man. Oh, that's exactly how I feel about myself. That's how I want you to approach. You see how that level of respect, that's automatic? That's what I want. Approach me like that. Thank you. Okay, what's next?
Yes, okay. Says, what should you look for in your partner? Like, what are the qualities you would want?
Ooh. You know what? I don't want to say that that's difficult, but to me, I would say I'm looking for a me. That would be the qualities I see.
Two of you in a relationship, I don't know about that, Mom. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's a lot. You a lot on your own, Mom.
I'm talking about the loving and caring.
Okay, I'm about to say, because
nurturing.
if he had 4 different personalities, you got 4 different personalities.
Now, I mean the personalities.
That's 8 different people. And that's too much.
Yeah,
that's
we can't have no
that's
8
a lot.
people.
That's-
No. And I'm only allowed to have the multiple. That's it.
Right, so
You got to be one.
Because somebody not
Well,
going
you
to be
gotta
alive at the end of that relationship.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Bipolar house. No, actually not even bipolar. Like quadpolar. There's
Yes.
such thing as quadpolar.
Nah, I think you just made that up.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Well, I'm entitled. I'm entitled. If Webster can do it, so can I. I'm just saying.
Yes.
But yeah, I look for me. I'm all about being consistent. How you meet me, is how you leave me. I don't change. I'm the same person all the time. That's me. That's my number one thing. Consistency. How you start is how you finish. Don't start slacking off in the middle, because that's what happens. You knight in shining armor, you riding. And the next thing I know, you on a donkey. Like, I can't. I can't. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Well, I mean, for me, when I start to date a guy, or,
She said that real slow, almost at a whisper. Right. Okay.
I feel like I just look for somebody who's smart, respectful, who actually has a plan. Because for some reason, boys in my generation think they're just going to become this great entrepreneur one day, but like they fail in math and English.
That is hilarious.
So I
want to go into business, but you fail in math and
you don't, and you have like 100 absences. So like,
and
I
all
don't
your
understand.
vocabulary is slang. You can't even speak a complete sentence.
Like, I don't understand. I feel like you should be on the same level as me. I'm a very smart person. So, I mean, we could talk about other things, but I want to be able to have an intellectual conversation.
Right. It has to be a back and forth.
With
give
someone.
And take.
I don't want to talk about something and they just be like, okay, yo, but did you see that girl fighting yesterday? Like, I don't.
Exactly. Like, I don't. Okay. That's why I tell men. I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a sapiosexual. What is that? Most people are. That is a person that is turned on by intelligence, intellect. That will get me every time. But if you coming at me with your lower self constantly, and it's all about, ooh, I can, smack it up, flip it up. I'm like, just keep it stepping. I can't. Boy, bye. Boy, bye.
Yes, and I also
Boy,
want somebody
bye.
who's going to help me to be the greatest version of myself.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, can I do another
Basically.
tea and stuff like mama?
Yeah, she told me everything she knows.
Yeah.
Everything I know, she told
Anyway,
me.
we actually getting some feedback here. I just realized.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. You have come out of your pain stronger and sexier.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have, King, and I'm proud of myself. Can I do a pat now? Can I?
Yes, you can do a pat. I'm gonna
Yes,
help
thank you.
with the patting at the back. Yes.
All right. Be the greatest version of yourself. We're going to end in this one.
Yes.
Be the greatest version of yourself, and you will attract the greatest version of the partner that you see. That's really the bottom line.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You like that?
I don't even have to say nothing else. You know, I'm gonna have to do one. Yeah.
Do a tear for me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
grown myself. Yes, I have.
Yes.
Okay.
You have outdone yourself tonight. Yeah. Okay.
What's next? No, you've outdone yourself. It was your topic, so. All right, here we go. Number 4.
Independence versus dependence.
The independent woman versus the dependent woman. Now, this one is kind of like a doozy, really. And the pictures that we're going to put up is actually going to show what I mean about that.
All right. The first.
And so it's kind of like this. People look down upon the independent woman and the dependent woman at the same time. It's like men, they want women to be independent. They're like, listen, I want you to have this.
They come to a relationship with nothing.
Right. So here's the first picture. This is how most, I didn't say all, black men see the dependent woman.
Yes.
He got the stack of cash.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Right. And she just taking the money off the top.
Yes.
That's the way they say it. Like, oh, I always got to have the money. She always come take it. And that's it. Not like she gives in any other type of way. It's just
Nothing
about
at
her
all.
taking my money. She don't cater to
Yes,
me in
it's
any
always
other type.
about money.
But it's like, okay, what about the things that I contribute? That is how you provide. Now, how do I provide? Because we do not provide in the same exact ways. And we shouldn't. That is what I try to express to people. But then you have the independent woman who, but this is more the dependent, and this is how they see it. Like most women that are like the feminists, they be like, that ain't for me right there. I'm not being no Susie homemaker, Susie cleaner.
Right.
I'm out here, I'm going to get my own and do my own thing.
Yeah, and wind up lonely.
Right. But to me, there's nothing wrong with that woman. That stay-at-home mom, let me tell y'all something. That is a job times 1,000, and Oprah did it best. When she had that challenge that day and the women switched the jobs with the men ran out the door when those wives came home like, I will work to my fingers to the damn bone before I go in here with these rugrats ever again. It's the truth. Even so, the men was like, I didn't realize my children was that crazy. Yeah. That ain't no easy job, especially if you're having multiple children and you're pregnant. Because this whole, barefoot and pregnant thing, it makes it 10 times harder for you to be pregnant and have other children and got to do everything you do. It's a give and take. It is equal. Women should not be so independent where we get to the point where we're like, well, I don't need no man.
Right.
That's a lie. How you think we all got here? We need each other. It's just really that simple. And the dependent woman shouldn't be, I think at this point in stage, again, it goes back to what Brother Polite said. You shouldn't be so dependent that if that man leaves, it's solely about his alimony, his this, his that he got to give. Because that's what they make it seem like. It's all theirs. That you didn't help them do a damn thing, and you didn't support them in any type of way. All of his days.
Right.
What's that sign say?
Most men can't handle a woman that doesn't need them for anything.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And this is the crazy thing. It's like they want the independent, but then when a woman gets too independent, where she's just like, don't really need it, they don't need you to do anything for me, then it's like, oh, okay.
I'm just like, which one do you want? Which one do you want? I feel like there should just be a balance.
Exactly, and that's why there has to be a balance. It has to be a balance on both ends. It's either you're going to rock with one or you're going to do with the other. You know? What's the last sign say up there?
He offered her the world, and she said she had her own. I'm kind of not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you say to that?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
Right, we over here like speeches like, well, it happens. But I mean, you should. I mean, at the end of the day, you should have your own goals and your own aspirations. Yes. Definitely, no one is saying because that was where I erred at the beginning of my life in my first relationship. I was trying to be Susie homemaker, make the house a home, and I wasn't worried about my gifts and nothing about what I wanted to do for myself. I was all about what he wanted and make sure I could clean and take care of him at night. That was what I was supposed to do. I had no other aspirations but that until. Actually, my child had to hurt my feelings one day. And she came to me. I don't even know how old she was, but I think she was probably like 10 or something like that. And she said to me, like, Mom, she's like, you're so smart. Like, every time I come to you and ask you questions, you always know everything, but you're not doing anything.
I really can't believe I said that, but I can believe I said that
Yeah.
at the same time.
She was like, you're so intelligent, but you're not, like, why? You could be like a doctor. You could be a lawyer. That's what she said to me.
Yes.
Now, I'm supposed to be having this conversation with her, and she said this to me, and it kind of, like, threw me, like, well, that is true. Like, well, dang, I guess I'm not being the greatest version of myself. I guess I am kind of a disappointment to my own self. Because, again, focus, I had tunnel vision, thinking that the only way I could feel successful or do anything was to be attached with this person, you know, so.
Yeah.
Balance. We need each other. Men need the women, women need the men. Get over
I
it.
think you didn't touched on all 4 of the bullet points. I don't
Yeah.
even need to call them out separately, so we just gonna
Yeah,
move
so we
on.
can just hit this last one. This last
Yes.
bullet point is number 5.
Constant competition with self and other women.
Woo! Can I get a amen?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this topic before I dive into it. 'Cause I'm about to dive.
I can't. Well, I came up with this topic because I just feel like women these days, they're just so focused on competing with everybody else instead of worrying about themselves. Always worrying about trying to be better than the next person. Or what's she doing? She got the new weave, she got the new this, she got the new that. I want to have that too. Just always, not even worrying about themselves, always worrying about what somebody else is doing while their life is just falling apart. Because they too busy worried about what Shaniqua got and not about what they have.
Shaniqua. Why I gotta always be a Shaniqua?
I'm sorry, that's
The
the
qua.
first name that popped up in my head. I'm just,
Yes, this actually just makes me want to throw up in my mouth. I mean, seriously. Because we have so much of this going on, this crab in the barrel syndrome between women. And I don't want to say it happens a lot in the melanated community, but it does. Sisters, you don't know how many times that I go outside and I will come past one of you, say hello, have the biggest smile on my face, greet you in every way, and you give me the most nasty stare. Don't speak back. The hateration is real. Why?
yes, especially in my generation, especially in high school, all girls do is just hate on each other all day, every day, talk about one another, talk about their shoes, hair, clothes. Like, why can't we just lift each other up? When I see a girl who got some slick edges and a nice weave, I'm like, yes, your weave is on fleek, but can never get the same return. If a girl feels good about herself, it's like, oh, she thinks she all that, blah, 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 blah. Because they don't feel good about themselves. That's
Bingo.
exactly why. Because they don't think that they're pretty, so they make their self feel better by talking about somebody else. And then get mad when you don't care.
Because I don't. Because at the end of the day, but let's read this sign, because this is the most powerful thing I came across yet. What it say?
Girls compete with each other. Women empower one another.
Girls compete with each other. Women empower each other. I'm not even going to go into the etymology of what the word girl means, because that's a slave term, okay? That's how they identified us, boy, girl. So do you really want to identify yourself as that? I want to uplift my women. Like Isis said, when I see another beautiful sister, woman in general, I'm like, yes.
And I mean,
Get 'em.
it's all
You're
about
beautiful.
It's all about who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with haters, then eventually you're going to become a hater. If you surround yourself with people who uplift you and, just are actually a real friend and are happy when you accomplish something instead of just trying to compete with you and bring you down because they don't have enough confidence in their self to do greatness in their own life, then eventually, like I said before, you will become a hater. So I feel like it's all about who you surround yourself with. You can't just
Absolutely.
call anyone friend.
Absolutely. I always, the saying always goes, if you're the smartest person in your group of friends, you need a new group of friends. And if you're the only person with a certain mindset in a group of friends, you need a new group of friends.
Yes.
If all your friends is negative and you the only positive person, you need a new group of friends because obviously you've outgrown that set of friends. We need to stop this competition between each other because at the end of the day, it's all about us being together as a community, uplifting one another. We cannot live without the other, no matter how much we like to think. We can't. So the next time I tell people always pointing fingers because it'll be those same women that be like, yeah, you know, black girls got an attitude problem or they this or they that. It's you. It is you. I guarantee you it's you. Because people know me in the street and everyone knows I am always smiling.
Yes.
I am always positive. I always speak to everyone. Like I said, I might not always get it in return, but you cannot say that is me. I'm just saying.
And a lot of people say that, you know, they don't like to deal with black women or black girls because we have too much attitude. Well, if you're mad that they're saying that, then stop having an attitude then.
Right. Stop having an attitude. It really comes from somewhere. It really does. And I understand that there are some issues and most of it comes from us not recognizing where this strength comes from because a lot of it has to do with strength. But there has to come a time in life where you have to be vulnerable. I had to learn how to be vulnerable and put my mask of being hard down.
Yes.
You know, I'm strong. I'm hard. You okay? We know. But you have to have balance again and show that other side. You have to show that pretty in pink, you know, woman, that vulnerable
That
woman.
ballerina.
Yes, the ballerina. You know, I love her. You know, you touch me, you say ballerina.
The ballerina was the last shade.
Yeah, the ballerina's the last shade. All right, did we touch on all your points?
No, it just says,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
what is the main source?
Where is it coming from? Where is this competition coming from? Well, do you want me to go into the real, or you want me to give the easy version? I think I'll just give the easy version. I think it comes from a lot of places. I think it's our upbringing, in a way. I think competition is a part of life, just in general, the way that they've created things. So I think it just transforms into other areas, and so we automatically think like, okay, well, everything is a competition, and so is looks. So is having the best this and the best that. Me, at the end of the day, I'm just a GDI, a goddamn individual.
Yes.
That's it. I'm going to be me. I don't care what anybody else is doing or wearing or rock. I could care less. I create my own lane, baby.
I think that's a lot of problem. We don't know how to be individuals as women. I feel like we're always trying to find ourselves within other people.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we are trying to identify with something.
Yes.
But again, self-love, this is what it all goes back to. I'm telling you guys, self-love. All right, and what's our last point?
What is the prize/goal?
Right.
What is the goal when you, quote unquote, win this competition that the other person doesn't know about?
Right.
What?
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head with that. What is it? The competition that the other person doesn't even know exists.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You competing, killing yourself, trying to get the newest Gucci bag that just came out, and meanwhile, the other person has no idea.
That you're trying to be like them. They have no idea that you are in competition with them. They have no idea that you're trying to be them. Right. What is the point? How do you win in that situation? At least in a competition, you are facing someone who knows that you are their opponent.
Yes. Knows that you are a threat.
Right. That there has to be a winner or a loser. But in this case, the person doesn't even know.
They have no idea, no clue. They see you with the Gucci bag, they be like, "Oh, girl, you got it. That's nice. I have one too." And then what?
That's your pat on the back? Come on, we got to do better than that. We have to be better than
Please,
that.
we really
have something that is your own, that you can be proud of, that you actually accomplished. Put your name on it. I'm sorry, but Michael Kors already got that's his name. Gucci, that's whomever's name. I don't even wear this kind of stuff, so I couldn't even tell you if that's the name or what it is. But create your own lane. Create your own brand. That's the best brand in the world. Your own brand.
Yes. I agree. 100%.
Yes. Anything else we adding to this topic?
Basically, I would just say, please love yourself. I feel like all the other topics just were branches off of the self-love tree.
Yes. Oh, I like that. You coming up with some good stuff tonight.
I I'm really on a roll today.
Oh, see, I gotta have her
so-
on the show more often. You see?
Yes.
Yeah, what we doing? Oh, we sitting on the wrong side. I'm about to do the one twin powers. We on the
Well,
wrong
we just
side.
gonna have to cross
Right,
it.
we gotta
over.
cross.
Yes.
Like one of twin powers. Activate. Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Right.
It's from
No,
RuPaul.
Almond Ra.
Almond Ra.
Almond Ra.
Yes.
That's what we do up in here.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that is it for today, our lovely kings and queen. I pray that you enjoyed the topic and
Yes.
enjoyed my lovely, lovely, most stupendous, fantabulous, divalicious guest,
Yes.
my daughter, the
Yes.
princess Isis,
Ooh, you got
tonight.
all those adjectives right.
Yes, exactly. Come on now. I
Yes.
gotta do it extra for you. Extra.
Read all about it.
Thank you. See how she finished it? I knew she was gonna come in and have me on that.
Of course. Of course.
Well, until next time, you know what I always say. Peace, love, and light.
Something.